We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you some breaking news. There's been reports all over the area of something crazy going on, something big. People's homes, their minds even, are being taken over by something called, what is it they're calling it? They're calling it Bad Movie Debate.
What up, nerds? It's me, Jacob Bad from Bad Movie Debate, and I'm here to talk about Companion, do a little review episode for that one. Right off the bat, absolutely incredible. As always, I like to go in and kind of just immediately gas up all of the actors. They were all incredible. Sophie Thatcher, Jack Quaid, Lucas Gage, Megan Suri, Harvey Gillian, Robert Friend, everybody. Literally everybody was so freaking good in this movie. And one of my main points is I just named 6 people, and there's only like 4 or 5 more people in this entire movie, which is incredible. But we'll get into all that here in a little bit. So first of all, 94% on Rotten Tomatoes on the tomato meter, 89% on the popcorn meter. Insane. 7.3 on IMDb, which, as we know, is pretty high for IMDb. 70% on Metacritic and 6.7 for their users there. That's all pretty high stuff, ratings-wise, for any movie, honestly. And I really think that a lot of it not only has to do with the acting, but the plot is insane. As always, there's going to be, some spoilers in this review, but I think that it's still just... I was still genuinely shocked. So I was first thrown a fit. I was talking to a coworker the other day about this, or before I went to see it. I was kind of throwing a fit. I was mad that we knew that Sophie Thatcher's character was an android before going into the movie. I was like, I have a whole episode about how I hate trailers because they ruin stuff, and I thought this was a part of that. I thought... I thought we were like, okay, so we're putting the chicken before the egg. Like, we know what's going to happen when this reveal comes. It's going to be, near the end of the movie, and it's just not going to matter that much. But that is absolutely not at all what happened. And I'm so happy that it's like, I'm so happy that they did it the way they did, because it ends up, it's the end of Act 1 when we find out for sure, and she finds out that she is an android. And it's incredible. So we get all of that, backstory of, how Jack Quaid's character gets her and everything like that. And, how, their memory of meeting together and stuff is, fake. He literally says he picked it from a drop-down menu of, ways to meet the android and stuff, since they're not supposed to know that they're an android, and everything that's part of the whole bag. And it's just so interesting because the movie isn't about her going crazy and just killing people and stuff. There's a pretty nefarious plan to get rich by Jack Quaid and Megan Suri, and then Harvey Gillian gets thrown in there. Lucas Gage gets thrown in there. And I don't know. I just want to say that, it's not the movie you think it is. Your jaw is still going to drop at some reveals, and how it plays out is so freaking awesome. And the way it ends is just absolutely beautiful. And you're just gonna love it. Top to bottom, bottom to top, whatever. It's just an incredible movie. I highly recommend this movie. But I think one of the main things I want to talk about, and why I love this movie so much, is kind of I teased a little bit when I first started talking. It doesn't take a huge ensemble of a cast to make a really good movie that's getting great reviews from critics and audiences on every platform. I haven't heard a lot of people say anything bad about this movie, and I don't know really how you could, honestly. It's not perfect for sure, but you have 8 total people in the entire movie. that have names. One of the on IMDb, one of the actors that's credited is Josh's car because his car can talk because we're in like a near futuristic thing, and like so his car is like AI or like his like Siri or whatever of the car like is one of the top like 8 or 9 people that comes up on the list because there's just so few people in the movie, and I just think this movie is a testament that with good direction and acting, and most importantly, a good story, you can make a really, really good movie that's super entertaining, and has, a little bit deeper going on, which I'll touch in a second what I think it is. It seems, I feel like it's pretty obvious what it is. Like if you were going to give this one a statement that they were making, I feel like it's pretty obvious, but it's an important one. And it's done very well. And I think, but yeah, so I just think that the way this movie is made with so few actors and stuff, obviously there's probably, there's a big crew, it was a big budget movie for sure, wide distribution and stuff, like that doesn't just happen, but like, just a small cast, good direction, good cinematography, and great visual storytelling. And you have one of the best movies of the year, like thus far. We're in February, so still a lot of stuff to come out, but one of the best movies of the year so far, the best movie I've seen so far this year, if I'm being completely honest. I just think that, I don't know, I was just very impressed with how much they did with how little people and how compelling of a story it was. I don't really have much more to say about that. I guess like the main thing that like I got from it in terms of like, if you're going to put a deeper meaning on it and stuff, like obviously it's about like autonomy, like body autonomy, and like autonomy of like yourself and your mind and like making your own decisions and stuff, because she's literally an android that he can control from his phone, and then they jailbreak her so they can do the nefarious plot kind of a thing, and the entire movie is her like getting control of her body again and like bumping up her intelligence and stuff so she can think better and like do more stuff and like just taking control of her life. And that's how the movie ends, with her taking control of her life and doing what she wants to do. Like she is free, and is not bogged down in this like really obviously abusive relationship kind of a thing. And it's just told so well, and it's like, again, there's no really need to go into it, like it's so obvious that's what the movie's about in that regard. And I think it's done very well, and I think it's very entertaining, and by the end you're going to be like, fuck yeah, Iris, that's Sophie Thatcher's name, which I thought was funny when he first like gets her. The Goo Goo Dolls is playing, and that's what he names her Iris, which I thought was pretty funny. He was just like, yeah, sure, I'll name her Iris, I guess. So I thought that was pretty funny, and like, to which there is a lot of humor in this movie. It's pretty funny, while it's also like being very intense, and there's some really weird stuff going on. Just talking about like relationships and like a controlling, abusive partner, and like what that means, and like how you're like can literally be trapped by a controlling, abusive partner, and how hard it is to get out of a situation like that. And like Jack Quaid, I fucking hated his character in this movie. He was such a piece of shit, which is a testament to Jack Quaid, obviously, and then just all the other acting, like I said, just I can't get enough of it. I want to see this movie again as soon as possible to see if there's anything that I missed, because I feel like I definitely did. I definitely missed one thing. There is one thing I don't want to spoil that made my jaw drop, because I was like, no fucking way. How did I not catch that? And like it immediately made sense as soon as it happened. Again, it's pretty early on, so it's like not anything too, well, it's pretty crazy, but regardless. I just think this movie is, I'm just going to go ahead and say I gave it 4.5 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. And it deserves that, again, because it wasn't perfect. I didn't think it was absolutely perfect. But I don't have anything off the top of my head that makes it bad. Like, I don't know. maybe it does need 5 stars, but I'm gonna leave it at 4.5 for now. Definitely the best movie I've seen this year. Sophie Thatcher's performance is insane. I saw an interview or a clip of an interview where the director was saying like she was on set and he was like, she walks weird, like she's like Sophie Thatcher, like as a person, like walks weird. And he was like, and then he realized he's like, no, she's just walking like a robot because that's what she's doing. And like and apparently he also said she can cry on command, one tear out of whatever eye you want, out of whichever eye she wants and stuff, instead of having to like get the makeup person to like come like do whatever. And that's insane. And you can so he was really gassing her up in this interview I saw, and for a good reason, because she is just absolutely incredible. And she steals the show for sure, but I think everybody in this movie does exactly what they need to at the intensity and the level they need to, if that makes sense. Everything is played so perfectly. I really truly felt like, because I'm a big Yellow Jackets fan, and which that comes out soon. I cannot wait. As the recording of this, it comes out tomorrow, so I'm super freaking excited for that. But like I didn't just see like that's Sophie Thatcher in this movie. Like this was Iris, and then like her character Natalie is a completely different character. And fuck, she's in Heretic too, and that's completely different and stuff. So she just absolutely nailed it, and she needs to be in just anything that she wants to be in. If the role's good for her, she can do it, and I believe it. Same with like Jack Quaid and all of them. Like they played that Novocaine commercial or trailer for Novocaine, which I think looks fun. And it wasn't just like that. I'm like, yeah, Jack Quaid, until I see the movie, maybe he'll change my mind. But like in this one, I was like, his name's Josh. I was like, I fucking hate this Josh dude. And like just everybody top to down, like bottom to top is just, I just can't, I'm gushing, I know, obviously, because I mean, I don't know what else to say about this movie as a whole. Like just all the acting. Harvey, I've mostly only ever seen him in What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show, and as Guillermo, and this was not Guillermo. Like, he absolutely steals it. It's just absolutely incredible. I absolutely love this movie. 4.5 out of 5 stars, no question about it. Everyone should go see it as soon as possible. Again, the whole like deeper meaning point of it, if there has to be one, autonomy, like bodily and like autonomy, and like autonomy over like your choices and your actions and stuff, and like how being in an abusive relationship and having an abusive partner can be hard to get out of, and like there's a lot of work you have to do to get out of a situation like that. And I think they absolutely like told that story, or that like deeper narrative meaning and like theme in such a entertaining way that wasn't heavy-handed. It was there, and it was, I don't think they were trying to be coy about it and stuff, but it didn't feel heavy-handed at all, because I was just completely immersed in the world and the story because of the filmmaking and the direction and the acting and the cinematography. The cinematography wasn't anything crazy, but it was very well done, and it did exactly what it needed to do when it needed to do it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Follow on TikTok and Instagram, Letterboxd to Bad Movie Debate or Bad Movie Debate Pod on everything. Absolutely go see this movie.